But you notice I left a gap out of middle school and high school. I needed two angels there too. They were teachers. I'm going to start with high school. My chemistry teacher, Mr. Wrestler, taught 11th grade chemistry. And I'm going to be honest with you, he wasn't even a good teacher. But he had one good day. One good day that physically saved my life. I had let one of my friends, because remember I was at this predominantly white school, so there wasn't a lot of students of color at our school. And so usually in class I had maybe 2 or 3 of my friends who were from my neighborhood, but the rest was predominantly white, Latino, Jewish, you name it, every ethnic group we had in there, but not a lot of students of African American descent. And I let one of my friends cheat off one of my assignments that I had already originally had gotten an A on, which I worked very hard on. But when Mr. Wrestler found out that I let one of my friends cheat, he took my A off and put an F on my paper, which meant I was going to fail his class. When I was leaving his class, Mr. Wrestler had a good day. He called me back in. He said, "Joe, give me your grade sheet." And he scratched off the F and put an A back on it. And I said, "Thank you, Mr. Wrestler, thank you so much." He said, "Joe, shut up." White dude said, "Joe, shut up and listen to me." And he saved my life. He said, "Joe, if you ever want to fly with the eagles, you got to stop hanging around turkeys." Now, that's all he said. If you ever want to fly with the eagles, stop hanging around turkeys. When he said that, it didn't make any sense to me. I said, "Oh, McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, what's this man talking about?" Until I went back over my life quickly and noticed that every time I had gotten in a fight, it wasn't my fault. I was hanging around the wrong people. Every time I've gotten in trouble, I wasn't the one who instigated it. I was always hanging around the wrong people. Every time I've been shot at, which has been several times due to bad circumstances, I was never by myself. I was always hanging around other people. And that's when I realized I'm hanging around a bunch of turkeys. I went back to my old high school to see Mr. Wrestler to let him know by that time I was working for the governor's office doing communication. So I knew he'd be very proud of me. Found out he had passed away at the age of 41. So one of my first books that I wrote, I dedicated one of my books to Mr. Wrestler because he was a teacher who had one good day.